In today's video, I'm going to talk about why you stay broke. Now, making bad financial decisions, of course, that's a way that people end up keeping themselves broke to where they can't just seem to get ahead. They spend every dollar that comes in. They start a business and end up spending that money. It's like they can never get ahead. But really, the problem with the reason why you stay broke, this is like straight up the real reason, is because you're broke in the mind. You're broke with ideas. All you do is you look around on YouTube, you listen to what other people are telling you to do, and you're scrambled. And you're scrambled. Not to say that there's not good people who can give you good instruction on this platform. I'm one of them. I know that I'm one of them because what I do on a daily basis is real. I run real businesses, not just businesses trying to sell courses and stuff. Not to say that there's something wrong with that, but if an individual has never ran a company, I do not think that they would be qualified to come up with a course to teach you how to run your own business, because all they're in the business of is selling courses. They're not in the business of being able to get customers to be able to grow that business. That's why you see an explosion of people teaching other people how to do exactly what they're doing, which is to be another coach. So you have a coach or the coach or the coach. Just imagine a football team and you had no players. You just had all the coach to this coach, to the coach to that coach, to the coach to this coach, coach to that coach, coach to this coach, and there's never any players. When who really makes the game go is the players. The players can become the best coaches because they know the insides and the outsides. What I've seen with businesses, this is the number one problem and why there's so much of a boom of people trying businesses, but there's also the levels of people failing in business has actually increased. Like this SBA used to say, hey, person start a business, 9 out of 10 businesses fail within 1 year. Now it's like 9.9%. So it's like only 1.1% of the businesses succeed. And that's because with all of the different people telling people how to do business, and they're telling people to do business the wrong way, because not because they don't probably want to help people, it's because they really don't know how to do business. They know how to sell a course. They know how to get you to get in front of a computer and sit there and watch video. Okay, this video number 1, video number 2. And then when you try to apply that stuff, they be like, this stuff does not work. It doesn't work. And that's because they haven't worked a real business. So you're broke because you don't know how to run a business. You don't know that your ideas, like, you think that all your ideas have to come from other people when your ideas need to come from yourself, and you need to apply your ideas. And that's where a lot of people have issues. So let's talk about a solution real quick. Let's talk about a solution that I believe, this is what I advise to every business owner, is that number one, you don't have technically, unless you're in some BS business, you don't have a business problem. You have a problem with not having enough people to talk to about your business. So if you can solve the problem of not having enough people to talk to about what you had to offer for your business, then you would be able to start solving the problems within your business. This is the flow of what I see with business owners, is that the first part of it is that, okay, so you start your business and then you have problems getting customers. They start trying to think that friends, family, word of mouth, all that stuff is going to work, and that stuff you might get something, but you're not going to be able to grow a business and sustain a business that way. So then the next thing is that they try to figure out a way to bring in more customers. They'll try to advertise. They'll do all of these things that just don't work for business, and they get with people who tell them about marketing, and they've never had to market for people that really depended on the response for their business. So they end up getting disappointed that way. And then when they get that disappointment, they say the whole marketing and lead generation and all that stuff, it just doesn't work. And so then either quit their business, that's why the percentage went up, or they just struggle along and they just keep putting money into their business. Somehow they're able to get some business, which there are some business owners that they just know how to do it and they just struggle along, but they never get ahead. It's like they're just in the water paddling in the same place. Yeah, they're not going backwards, but they're really not even going forward. It's like they're going sideways. And so this is my advice. This is my solution, is that you got to figure out how can you get more people to talk to or to see your business. Depends on what type of business you have, which is the method that you would utilize to get more customers. And that's another thing that these program people don't know, because they've never done it before, is that an insurance person would advertise different than someone who owns a convenience store, someone who owns a store that sells merchandise, not a grocery store, but like a store that sells products. Those had to be advertised different than an insurance place, or it has to be a place that is a towing place that tows junk cars, or that picks up cars that are broken down on the side of the road, has to be advertised different than an insurance place. And if you don't know, here's the main reason, is that when someone is on the road, they don't want to fill out a form to become a lead for picking up their car on the side of the road. They won't help right now. Or someone for insurance, they might inquire and then they want someone to call them back. Someone who has a store, they can't really like generate leads. They're not calling people back. So they need to figure out a solution to bring people into the store. But they want to know that that solution is working. All of those have to be done a different way. And if someone doesn't have experience on that and you try to go to them for help, they're going to just lead you right down the wrong tunnel. You're going to be out of business. And then another thing that you need to get out of your head is that this stuff is not free. If you want free, then you're going to be in the same place 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. You get what you pay for. Yes, there's information. You want to get information so you can be introduced, but you should always want to know, how can I do it to be able to, to not waste time. And I'm telling you, when you get stuff for free, and it can introduce you, and there's a lot of free stuff that is valuable, but that's just the door opener. There's always more to it. And I don't care who it is. Nobody is going to give you all of their stuff for free. It would be illogical. It would be against what we are taught to be in business. It would be impossible for a person to work for you for free without eventually being able to get paid, because they have value. So stop thinking that you have to get everything for free, because that's really another reason why you're broke, is because you're just thinking that you got to just get everything for free and you don't have to pay for nothing. So solution number one, and we don't even need to get into what happens after you get the lead. If you are a legitimate business owner and you know how to do your service, then the number one thing on top of mind that you need to work out, that you need to figure out, is how do I get more people to talk to about my business? If you need to just talk to people to call them back. If you are a service business, you need people to call you. How can I get more people to call me? And that's all you need to focus on, how to get more people to call me. Because if I get more people to call me and I know that I'm a legitimate business person, I know what I'm doing to sell people, I'm going to make more money. If you have a store, how do I get more people to come visit my store? And how can I track that people are really coming in to visit my store from what I'm doing to get people to visit my store? That should be your focus. All that other stuff is nothing but BS. All that other stuff that people tell you about posting and doing all that stuff. If you want to do that and make yourself another job, go ahead and do it. And so when you go home to your family, you have nothing that you can give to your family, because you're sitting on your computer trying to figure out all this posting and social media stuff. And then you might say, well, I hired someone to do it. Well, what are the results from them doing that for you? How long have you been allowing them to do it, and are they showing you results? Really, if you were to have a conversation with me, this is what I would say to you. From my experience with dealing with your type of business, this is what you need to do, and this is how much it'll cost you to have it done, and it'll be done right. And if you can't afford it, you need to do whatever you can to make more money to be able to afford to do it, because I'm not going to do anything for anybody that it is not going to be able to make results for them. And getting results that you want, you need to match your result with your budget. And if you don't have a budget to get it done, don't come to me for it, because I'm not going to take your money to do it. And other people might take your money, but they shouldn't take your money, because they're leading you down the wrong path, because you're going to get disappointed. So focus on what is going to get you more people to talk to, calls, or visit your store if you have a storefront. Focus on that. If you focus on anything else, you already know how to do your business, so don't even let your mind drift there. You are in business, and you said by the investment of starting your business that you know what you're doing for your business. So then don't come with that excuse. Focus on the front side, which is what most business owners are avoiding. And I see this across the board. I see it with attorneys. I see it with store owners, restaurants, auto repair shops, hair shops. I see it across the board. Don't focus enough and willing to invest enough on the front side of their business so they can make the back side of their business work, so they can make more money, to be able to have more time to enjoy with their family, to be able to experience what you always dreamed about for your business. To even get in that position, you got to have more people to talk to. So thank you for your time. Please subscribe to my channel, Making Money with Stephen A. Williams, on YouTube. Post your questions and comments. I'm going to be real with you. If you might like my response, you might not, but you know it's going to be the facts. It's going to be the truth. Thank you for your time.